Welcome to the American Dream in the Eyes of Immigrants podcast. I am your host, Heidy De La Cruz, and I am on the mission to change the narrative of immigration, one immigrant story at a time. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the American Dream in the Eyes of Immigrants podcast. I am your host, Heidy De La Cruz, and today I have a very special guest. I have Mr. Vic with us, and he is going to be talking about his upbringing with immigrant parents. Welcome, Vic.
It's about time.
It's about time. And why do you say it's about time?
It's about time that we're doing this. It's about time that you got the intro right. I'm ready.
All right. So we are actually in your studio. How does it feel being a guest in your own studio?
It's kind of weird.
It's kind of weird?
Mm-hmm. I'm usually not on this side of the camera.
You know, someone thought that this, because I recorded last night, 2 episodes, and so we posted on Instagram, you know, the behind the scenes. Someone thought that this was my house.
Really?
Yeah. She messaged me. She was like, oh my God, is that in your house? Like, I wish.
That's good, right?
I guess so. But I told her what it was and where it is, so there you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, tell us about who you are. To a little introduction, who you are. We know this is your studio. What else do you do? And then we can get started on your upbringing with your parents.
No, I'm Vic. I'm the creative director of Brandcrumbs Media, downtown Orlando. We are in my studio. We just opened it after 2 years of grueling construction, almost 3 years.
2 years?
Yeah, it was.
Wow.
It was a journey of trying to get this place open because the building shut down for a while, unrelated to what we were.
So the
doing.
first episode that I recorded with you guys, you guys were doing construction here.
We did construction in here since 2023.
Wow.
It's 2026.
Wow. Are you guys fully open? Like
We're not done yet. Obviously, we got a lot of work to do, but as soon as they said, "Oh, hey, you're clear. All the inspections are passed. Here's your certificate of occupancy, which we need to be able to operate, obviously, in there."
Okay.
I was like, "Well, let's move in there now, so I can stop paying rent on the other place, and paying rent here, and we'll build it as we're here. So we're building the train track as we're on the train."
Okay. So I want to get into why you started this company a little bit later. First, let's start with your upbringing. Your parents are from?
Guatemala.
Guatemala. And you were born?
In New York.
Oh, same. Okay.
Queens.
Were you raised there too?
I left when I was 4.
Okay.
I still remember it. Like, I remember playing outside and walking down the street and doing things there.
Yeah.
But I moved here when I was 4, so I say
moved to Florida?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I say I was raised here.
Okay. Oh, okay. And do you know what brought your parents from Guatemala?
2 different stories. So my dad came for opportunity. He went to New York so then he can send money back to the family because his dad was already doing that. My mom came because my grandpa was already in New York working and sending money back, and he sent for her and her sister to come to New York City.
So your parents met in New York or in Guatemala?
New York.
Ah, so that's why there's
they're from 2 different parts of Guatemala.
Oh, okay.
Like the cold mountains, farmland, and then there's like a little village by the border of Belize, I think. Yeah, that my mom's from, and she's from the hot part.
So they met in New York. Do you know how they met?
I think it was a club.
Like una discoteca?
I think it was a discoteca. That's what she says. But I think it was one of their mutual friends introduced them to each other, and then they went out and they just started, dating.
Okay. And then came Lil Vic?
Yeah, they got married. I don't know when they got married. I don't know what year. And then I came like a year later.
You have any siblings?
None.
You're an only child?
I have a brother, but he's not. We were raised together, but we're not blood related. Okay.
So New York, so they stayed until you were 4. What brought them to Florida?
Disney.
Stop.
Yeah. So like when we came to Disney when I was 3 years old.
Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember. And I have it on home video. I found it.
Oh, wow.
And I got it digitized. It's pretty cool. My uncle, my favorite uncle, he loves to travel. He loves to spoil me and do things together as a family. So we all came down to Disney. We drove down from New York, spent like 3 days in Disney, Universal, did the tourist thing. While they were here, my dad has a cousin that was working at Disney and said, "Hey, they're hiring."
That's who got you guys in?
I think so. I don't remember. if we paid or someone got us in, because he wasn't there. And
Oh yeah, you were 3.
to get someone, he wasn't there because he's not in the videos either. So to get someone in, I don't know the story, but he told him that hey, Disney's hiring. And I think he interviewed while we were there in some trailer in the middle, because like Epcot, Epcot was there, Hollywood Studios wasn't there. It was just like a trailer in like a field that's now some parking lot or Disney Springs or something. And we went back to New York. He got the job, and then decided to move us down. They bought a house in Kissimmee, brand new. Surprised how they did that, and then we moved down and started our life here.
So really, you were raised in Kissimmee.
Mm-hmm.
Is that why you're little? Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Why you say that?
I don't want to go back there.
I know. I was gonna say that's why you have that little sign that says, "Or else go back to Kissimmee" or something.
Yeah,
like
go
that.
big or go back to Kissimmee.
Yeah, go big.
That's my motto.
So what's wrong with Kissimmee?
Nothing's wrong with it. It's beautiful. There's a lot of good people there. It's just, I don't want to go back. I've gone back maybe twice already because I failed on some stuff, and I don't want to go back. It's different for me. It's not Kissimmee. It's more of a symbolism of having to go back and start over again.
Okay. And so you guys moved to Florida, grew up in Kissimmee. Was Kissimmee as diverse as it is now?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, everybody there was from New York. All my neighbors were from New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, another country, Mexico, Honduras.
Yeah.
There was no one, I didn't know anyone there that was born in Florida.
Yeah. So it's like when you find a Florida native here.
It was rare. I still can't, like, I know now, there's people, there's kids, there's 20-year-olds that were born here, but when growing up, there was nobody.
There was nobody, yeah. And now, like, there's a lot of Puerto Ricans now.
There was a lot of Puerto Ricans back then.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. Like, was it?
A lot of Puerto Ricans. Like, my 2 neighbors were Puerto Rican and Cuban. So, like, that's how I learned about pernil and empanadas and, like.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I kind of kept my touch to the Latin culture, because my dad was working all the time. My mom did good, but there was no cousins around.
Oh.
There was no aunts and uncles around. So the only way I could keep in touch with my Latin culture was through my neighbors, my friends, and their moms and their dads that would feed me their Hispanic food.
Did you go visit Guatemala growing up?
We went a lot of times when I was little, and then when I was, I think, 10, we went for like a long trip, maybe 10 years old, for a long trip, and we went through the entire country.
Wow.
Yeah, and like went to the mountains, went to the touristy parts, the non-touristy parts. I got sick, I got car sick. It was like we were there for a long time, like 2 weeks maybe.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you experience any culture shocks over there?
As a kid, no. I didn't know. I didn't really understand. I just thought this is how the place was. Plus, like Kissimmee Kissimmee was new, but it's not Rodeo Drive. It's not Lake Nona, right? It's so like there's a difference, but it wasn't that crazy. Because everybody in Kissimmee was Hispanic, spoke Spanish. Everybody in Guatemala speaks Spanish. They're all tight. They're all outside playing, and I'm talking, and having fun. So not much of a difference. But growing up, and I was 16, 18 when I went back.
Yeah.
I could see it. I could feel it.
Okay.
Because I was more mature. I was grown. I had a job. I could see the difference. But what I like about it the most is that they hustle over there. Everybody hustles over there. If not, then they don't eat.
Yeah.
Love that.
So besides the hustle, because I mean, obviously you're a hustler, so I can see why that would intrigue you. What else intrigues you from Guatemala?
I like how the whole family is involved in the hustle. I mean, I know it's the hustle, right? But like, there's kids out there going out for their shifts to sell things, or they're helping in the business. Like, we see it a little bit here in the States, but over there it's natural.
Yeah.
Like, I remember I went in September, took my kids, and there was little kids their age out hustling, selling toys or little tchotchkes or little touristy things in Antigua, like the most touristy part of Guatemala. And my daughter's like, Daddy, where's those kids' parents? Where's his mom and dad? I was like, they're at home or they're working, baby, but they're working.
Yeah.
Why don't I work, Daddy? I'm like, you don't need to work right now. Take advantage of that. You're spoiled. You don't have to work, but they have to work to bring back in and to support the family, that's what I like. Like, it's tough. It sucks, right? The kid should have some fun, and a kid should be a kid, but I like that it's a family situation.
Okay.
It's not like here sometimes where like the parents stress and let the kids be kids. The kids are actually helping. So I guess it's give and take. It's good and bad.
Yeah, because then you're also adding that stress to the kids not having to work and provide. But so you touched a little bit about your most recent trip, which I actually wanted to get into, to the whole family. How was that?
Yeah, I got spoiled because my dad and my mom went too.
Oh, okay.
And my dad, like, we rented the car, the van, and everything, and we did like a tour, right? A mini tour. I didn't want to do a big tour like when I was 10 because it was a lot.
Yeah.
And then my kids, to be in a car for that long, I didn't want to do it.
Yeah, they're spoiled.
But I got spoiled with my dad. He drove everywhere, but it was cool. It was great to see them getting in touch with their roots.
Yeah.
Because they're half Italian, white, and half Hispanic, Guatemalan.
Have you guys gone to Italy?
No. No, but that's on my list. I want to go one day.
Yeah.
But it was cool to see them. I want to say eat the Guatemalan food, but they didn't really eat the Guatemalan food.
What they eat?
Like my oldest daughter, she's so picky.
Okay.
And she won't eat like any type of meat without ketchup.
Okay.
So we had to bring Trader Joe's.
Like the specific Trader
ketchup,
Joe's.
Yeah. And we brought a whole new bottle in a Ziploc bag with her.
That's hilarious.
Because she wouldn't eat it.
Yeah.
My other daughter doesn't like ketchup, so she'll eat whatever. They ate the rice. They ate carne asada. They had a lot of chicken. No, like trying to get away from the chicken tenders. Pizza. They love the pizza.
Okay.
Even though that's not a thing over there.
Oh, so it was like more Americanized?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But they had a good time. It was cool to see. They got a great tour because when I did it when I was 10.
Yeah.
We just stayed with family anywhere we could.
Okay.
Or like really cheap hotels because there's like $9 a night over there for like an okay hotel. They stayed in like a $240 hotel at the most beautiful lake called Lake Atilan. And it has like it's like surrounded by volcanoes. And it's like very cultural, touristy, but still preserved.
Yeah.
And they got to see that. They got to see nice restaurants there. They got to go walk around the village. They got souvenirs. They got to stay in a nice hotel with air conditioning and a pool.
Yeah, definitely spoiled.
I'm like, man, they got it.
Oh my gosh.
But it was cool to see them like interact with my grandma and family.
Oh, that was the question that I was going to ask. Like, were you able to visit family?
Yeah, my oldest is 5, and my youngest is 3. They had never met my grandma, their great grandma.
My mom's?
Yeah, my mom's side. They've never met her because she hasn't left. I don't think she's ever left Guatemala. I think she left when I was born, and that was it. But she's sick now, so she can't travel. So we went and brought them to her, and it was cool to see them interact and her interact with them. This, bring the family together. Because I'm not really that big on family because I wasn't grown around family, but to see them with their grandmas, my cousins and my aunts and uncles, it was nice to see that.
So when are you going back to Guatemala?
I don't want to go back.
You don't want to go back?
I'm good.
You did this one trip and
that's
it?
No, I'll go back. Let me say it again. Like, I'll go back, but I don't have oh man, we got to go back this year or next year or try to go once a year. No, I'm like, mainly it's my trauma of I'm a workaholic, but also too, like, let's go somewhere new. I want to experience something new too. I've experienced Guatemala. My kids have. Can we go to Italy? I've never experienced it. They've never experienced it. Okay. Can we go to... They've gone to Mexico. Can we go to Canada? I don't know why we go to Canada, but...
The Niagara Falls.
Like, I want to see new things with them.
Yeah. But you're like Canada. What's in Canada? Niagara Falls.
Yeah, I'm good. You can see it on this side, in New York.
See in both places. You can cross the bridge.
Yeah,
you can walk.
Things like that don't do it for me. Like Grand Canyon and Niagara Falls.
And you can actually go behind the falls, too. Could do that. No?
Don't care.
Okay. Let's see. There's also a boat that you can take really close to the fall. No? No. Okay.
There's
and so you said
right
there. So the Grand Canyon doesn't do it. Like, have you been? Have you visited?
No.
And you don't care?
No.
Wow.
The Yellowstone National Park? No. Doesn't do anything for me. No.
What? Okay, Italy. What else?
Like, I just came back from Germany and Paris.
Okay.
That was cool. Like, getting to walk around the towns, the old towns, and getting to see how people live there and the food and like that. I get to see different times because Germany and Paris were completely different.
Okay.
Like, it was a little bit of a culture shock for me to see just how different things are.
Like what?
The architecture.
Okay.
the times that they eat.
What time?
Like in Paris, they eat dinner like at 9.
Okay, I heard the same thing about Spain. Because I was like looking into the.
Dude, I'm in bed at 9.
I was looking at the
dinner
visa,
at 9.
At the visa to go over there for the nomad visa, and so I was like trying to calculate like the times or whatever for our jobs, and yeah, so it was like dinner's at 9. I was like, whoa, that's great because we'll be done with work
with
by
kids. Like kids, the whole family eats at 9.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But they eat like 4 times. So they have a little bit of breakfast.
Okay.
They have a lunch. They have like a siesta, not really a siesta, but like a snack.
Okay.
A good snack at 4, and then they eat dinner at 9 together.
What time do they sleep?
After dinner.
Oh my gosh. And like what time does like their work day start?
I think 9, 8.
Okay, so that's not bad.
But then they're done like literally like 4, 5 o'clock.
Everybody.
I
love that.
Yeah, and they have great life balance.
Yeah.
Nobody's working Saturday and Sunday.
I think you're such a workaholic. I don't think that would fit for you.
But I think that's what I need. Like, I felt free over there. I was like, this is nice. Everything tastes good. Everything's pretty. There's so many lights. Like, the people are so friendly and cool.
What else was a cultural shock?
The food. Everything tastes better. It just like doesn't taste preservative. Doesn't taste fake or plastic. I didn't realize. Did you
lose weight? Because I hear people that go to Europe, they lose weight immediately.
No, I ate a lot.
Oh. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So maybe I stayed the same weight because I ate a lot.
How long were you over there for?
Paris 3 days and Germany 4 days.
And this was your first time going?
Mm-hmm. First time in Europe.
Wow. Okay. Well, you said you want to go to Italy. Is there any other countries you want to go?
Spain's next.
Spain.
I have a friend that's from Spain.
Okay.
And he tells me about it, and it's someplace I want to go.
Okay. So, going back to your family, because you mentioned like it was nice seeing them interact with family, with their roots and things like that. And so you said they're half Italian, half Guatemalan. Are you doing anything to like teach them their culture, food-wise, or I don't know? Do you speak Spanish? Like
I'm not doing a good job. Like I put on Spanish Miss Rachel for them.
She does it in Spanish?
No, there's another person that we call Spanish Miss Rachel because she even dresses like her, and she does exactly what Miss Rachel does, but in Spanish.
Okay.
And Spanglish. So then, so like it's for us, like the No Sabo kids, right?
Are you including me in that? Because I know Spanish.
Me and the people watching.
The No Sabo kids.
Like I understand Spanish perfectly.
So yo te hablo ahora mismo, tú me entiendes?
Perfectly.
Okay.
I understand it perfectly, and I can get through a conversation. The thing is that when I was a kid, I grew up with Spanish.
Oh yeah, your neighbors and stuff.
My neighbors, yes, but Spanish was my first language. Like my thoughts were in Spanish.
Oh.
And when I first started kindergarten, they put me in ESOL. I didn't know English. I only spoke Spanish. I knew a little bit of English. I can have conversations with people, right? Get through it. Ask for water. Ask for the bathroom. What time is it? My name is Victor, right? But
your name is Victor? Mm-hmm. No.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't say Pepsi Cola though. It's a brand name.
Keep going.
So like and then in kindergarten they told me, don't speak Spanish, speak English. And then at home, my parents wanted to learn English, so they asked me to speak to them in English. So I lost it completely. I remember just sitting in the cafeteria one day and I just was thinking in English, and I don't have thoughts in Spanish. It's hard for me to communicate to have a conversation in Spanish, but it's weird how they did that. Now halfway through my life they're like, oh yeah, it's great to be bilingual. Then why did the American education system tell me not to speak Spanish in school?
That's crazy. One of the things that I like with interviewing my guests on the podcast is that all other countries emphasize multiple languages. So they learn English in school and the native language, and there's some countries that have multiple native languages, so like they have to learn all of them. So like when people come here to the United States, they're like bilingual, trilingual. It's crazy.
Yeah, a friend of mine in Paris, she speaks 9 languages. And she just she barely speaks. Oh no, she speaks English at her job, but she could speak Spanish like that.
Yeah.
Russian, Portuguese, French, German. I'm like,
It's amazing.
Italian. I'm like, how do you do that?
Like I had a guess. She was like, "Oh, I only speak 3 languages." I was like, "Only?" And she was like, "Well, because my husband speaks 5." I was like, "Okay, that makes sense." But that's amazing. Like that's so crazy. So and then like they apologize for like their. I'm like, don't apologize for your English. You know multiple languages.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy. Okay, so you said not doing a very good job in the language thing. I don't blame you either because I struggle with my daughter as well. Even though she goes to the Dominican Republic, I'm like, I know you speak Spanish out there. But she tells me, well, you know English. Why do I need to speak English? And then I try to explain to her the importance of being bilingual, like you were told, but she refuses. So there's that. Anything else like food or?
I don't cook much at home because I'm here all the time. So like my wife takes care of that. But Guatemala was kind of like my, mission trip to help them with their roots and.
You call it a mission trip.
And I try to just, sometimes change. Like, sometimes when they're rowdy and need to go to bed, we'll change it to Spanish, and then, they're like, well, I can't understand it. We'll try to understand it. It'd be good. So we're not doing a really good job at it.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Well, I'm not doing a really good job at it.
Oh, I'm sure as they get older, they'll probably like be more curious and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Did you do any sports growing up?
Baseball?
Really?
I did baseball as a kid.
What position?
Ooh.
So you didn't play baseball because you would know immediately.
It was a little league, so we did all the positions. We played all the.
I'm thinking high school.
No.
No?
I did not. No, in high school I didn't play any sports.
What did you do in high school?
I was in the gang. I was with the. I was with the nerds. I was with playing.
You can't be with the gangs and the nerds.
Yes, you can. In Kissimmee, you could be with the Lion Kings over here, and you could be with the Yu-Gi-Ohs over here, and the Narutos, like it's diverse. The rappers over here, the breakdancers over there. Oh, my favorite were the honors kids, the honors girls. Those were my favorite.
The honors girls were your favorite?
Yeah.
So wait, is baseball popular in Guatemala?
I don't know.
Or soccer?
Soccer.
There it is. But you didn't play soccer?
No, I played it with my friends outside in the street. I went to my first soccer game 2 nights ago.
Oh, really?
But I never
like
played
here
it.
in Orlando?
Mm-hmm.
I want to go. I've never been.
It's pretty cool. I see the appeal.
The what?
I see the appeal. I see why people like it. It's cool.
Okay, yeah. I mean, soccer is the most popular sport in the world, but...
I'm not a sports guy.
Really?
Don't care.
Oh, okay. So that's why you said Little Leagues. Just
Yeah.
laid them all. Sports was really big in my family. So I literally just wrote an article about... There was one experience that my guest mentioned that didn't resonate with me, which was that she played sports and her parents were never there because they were always working. And I was like, well, my parents were always there.
That's good.
They were
That's
at
a blessing.
yeah, really. They were at every single game. And so I was like, yeah, I can't relate to that. And so I wrote the article about it, and I told my stepmom, I was like, you're going to like this article because it's like...
it's hyping you up.
Yes. And no, I'm really appreciative of that, of like them being there, whether I was running track, volleyball, doing basketball, volleyball. Like they were at all of them.
Do you think that's generational?
I don't know, to be honest, but because my family were just really big on sports, and it comes from my grandfather. He watched everything. Right before he passed, he was actually trying to get into like American football and like understand it. And he was like asking me questions. I was like, no, don't ask me. Like I don't. But he would watch soccer, basketball, everything. And so like that's what brings my family together is the sport. So we're big on basketball. We're big on baseball. I mean, I feel like that's a given because of the Dominican Republic, but I don't know if it's generational, but...
I mean, like, do you think it's generational that, like, parents being there, being not there?
Yes, because...
For games, for not for games, for homework, for dinner table.
Yeah, definitely, because, the immigrant parents, like, when they come, they're just working. They're trying to survive, trying to navigate and adapt to living here. And then the children of immigrants like us, like, we don't really have to adapt or learn the system. We grew up in the system. So for us, we can do it differently than what our parents did. I mean, you're still working a lot, but like you're able to provide more for your daughters.
I talk about that to my wife a lot. Like, there's a big difference. I was even talking, my dad came over and we were talking about it. I'm like, my kids' childhood and my childhood, they're different.
Yeah, same.
And my childhood was good. Like, my parents were there. My dad didn't go to my games. He went when he could. He was always working. He'd get home at midnight, and and he'd be sleeping when I wake up in the morning. So there was days where I didn't see him, right? But I didn't see it as like, I never said like, oh, I miss my dad, because he was there.
He was there.
And my mom, I just thought it was normal. Like I would get picked up from school, and my mom would take me to work with her, and I would just sit in a corner and do my homework or draw or walk around the building and explore. Wow. But and I would have my dinner. My dinner was a sandwich in a Ziploc bag with some grapes or watermelon or something, chips on the little table while she's working, right? Mm-hmm. And then we get home at 8, 9 o'clock, take a shower, go to bed. My kids, they're having fun all day long. Mm-hmm. Their dinner is at the table, like a home cooked meal. They're on our actual plates. I'll open like one of the cabinets in the kitchen, and it's overflowing with snacks. There's cookies, there's chocolate covered pretzels, corn muffins, peanut butter bars, a little bit of candy, not much. Well, growing up, I didn't have a snack cabinet. I never had soda growing up in my house. My kids have bottles of like Simply Lemonade and Simply Orange in the fridge, right? They'll get 2-3 bottles at a time. I didn't have that growing up. My orange juice was Crystal Light.
Sunny D.
I tried, and it was too expensive. We had it a few times, but it was too expensive. Only when it was on sale. But my orange juice was Crystal Light water mixed with orange.
Flavor.
So they have actual orange juice.
Wow.
They have all these. They have a way different upbringing
same.
than I do.
Same. I'm trying to, like, for example, we sometimes have a cleaning lady that comes. But I want my daughter to learn how to clean and have that responsibility. And so growing up, obviously, we didn't have a cleaning lady. Like, we had to clean.
I was a cleaning lady.
You were the cleaning lady, the same. And so it's just like trying to have that balance of like, okay, we can afford this. We can have help. But then also it's like, you need to learn how to scrub the toilets for when you live by yourself. She's like, well, I'm going to have a cleaning lady.
How
I'm like,
old is she?
Okay. She's 12.
Oh, that's good. That's good advice. I might do that.
You're going to do that? And then, like, the dishes, she does her own laundry and stuff. So it's just, like, trying to keep that balance of, like, trying to give the kids what you didn't have versus, like, okay, but this is, like, this instilled responsibility and stuff in me. So it's, like, where's that balance?
She's 12.
Yeah.
How are you handling the social media thing?
Oh.
And the phone thing?
She doesn't have a phone.
Good. She's 12.
She's no social media.
Good.
She just has her iPad, but now I have taken her iPad away. And I am limiting her screen time.
Good.
Because I've noticed a huge difference in her behavior.
Mm-hmm. It's just real. Mm-hmm. I took my iPad away from my daughter. Same thing. Tantrums. There's still a little bit there, but
yeah, kids still have tantrums, but not as bad as.
No, she was going crazy. It was bad.
So growing up, you got hit?
Yeah. Did I get hit? I'm Guatemalan, and I grew up in Kissimmee. I got hit.
Oh, yeah. You were with the gangs and the nerds.
I got hit by my mom. Never my dad. My dad hit me once in my life.
Wow, same. It was my mom who would hit me.
My dad never. He was the nice one. He was
Papi never hit me.
The nice, calm one. He would calm me down, not hit me. Only my mom and the neighborhood kids would hit me.
And then, well, Papi was a little verbal abusive, but...
Yeah, mine wasn't.
My mom was both. Physical and
my mom
verbal.
beat me up.
And sometimes I didn't even know why I was getting hit. I'm like, what did I do?
Yeah, this is just me. Accept me. No, I get hit. But it taught me how to act right.
But you don't hate your kids.
I spank them here and there.
No, you don't.
I do. I spank them here and there. But the thing is that my 5-year-old laughs when she gets spanked. But now, like, I'll spank them just to get their attention. But it's not hard. Just to get them a little attention. And then I would calm them down. I sit them down.
Child abuse.
And I'll talk to them. I do the new American dad thing. Where
what is it, gentle parenting?
I do the gentle parenting thing where I, like, get down to their level. I bring them into another room. And we talk about it.
Okay.
I help them calm down. And I talk to them about it. I tell them why I'm upset with them for what they did. I'm not upset with them. I'm upset at what they did.
Yes.
I have to go through this whole thing, right? It's like HR. Like, I'm dealing with HR. Like, I'm putting them on a performance plan thing. Sit them down, tell them what they did wrong. I'm not upset with them. I'm upset with what they did and what they need to do better and why they need to do better and why it was wrong what they did. And then I punish them by sitting them in timeout for a little while.
It's per minute or each minute per age or something. Yeah.
I don't know.
You didn't watch Super Nanny?
No.
You know who I'm talking about?
I'm Super Nanny. No.
You're not Super
No,
Nanny.
I'm not Super Nanny.
But okay, so yeah, timeout is a minute for how old they are. What did you ever think about, like, what you wanted to do different with your kids from growing up? Did you ever think about that?
I didn't get every toy I wanted. I didn't get every Xbox, PlayStation. I didn't get all these trips, but I had fun. Like,
Okay.
I had a good childhood. What I didn't want them to do is, my mom brought me to everything because we didn't have money for a babysitter. Like, sometimes I would stay with a neighbor for like an hour or two, but I was playing with my friends, right? But I didn't want them to have to go sit in a resort or an office building and sit in a corner and draw or do homework. So my wife's a stay-at-home mom. So then she takes them to have fun. She'll work. She's a hairstylist, so she works a few times a week. But every day they're doing something. So I wanted them to have a really active childhood. Then I didn't want them to be like me, where I had to go sit in a corner and be, occupied and get home at 9 p.m. then go to bed. I didn't want that. Oh, I also wanted them to have dinner at the table every night as a family, because we never did that as growing up.
Okay.
Ever. Like, we did it a couple of times when there was family over, but never like we all ate in our rooms, or we ate in the living room.
Wow.
Or like my mom would eat a different time and I would eat a different time. We never ate at the table.
We always ate in front of the TV watching the novelas.
Same. I would have to watch novelas or watch a movie or
but
something.
I try to do that too sometimes. Eat at the dinner table, all of us, and we'll do it here and there. Because again, we were just so used to, like, okay, well, we would have like a family show that we'll watch together. So like a show that's appropriate, age appropriate and things. So like that was like our family time. We'll eat, watch the show. Then I was like, oh, I kind of want the dinner table's right there. Like, let's go use it. And yeah, interesting conversations come up when you do that. Mm-hmm. Why are you laughing?
And it's like, oh, the family table's right there.
Yeah, literally.
It's right there.
Let's go use it.
I'm not used to it. Like, at first, when we first started doing it as a family, because we didn't do it as a husband and wife. My wife worked late, or I worked late, so we didn't really have dinner together a lot, right?
Okay.
If we had a meal together, it was at a restaurant or something, or I made her a quick food, or she made me quick food, and then right. But when we started having dinner as a family at the table, and I'm like, it was weird to me. Like, it felt foreign, it felt uncomfortable. Now it feels better. But what we have to get better is that I'll be answering a text message or an email from a client, right? Or a colleague or my team. And then I look up and my kids are watching TV from the dinner table and my wife's on her phone on the dinner table. We gotta cut that out.
No screens at the dinner table.
Because then what's the point?
Yeah.
What's the point? We might as well just go eat somewhere else. So
we're at your studio. So tell us about your business.
It's called Brandcrumbs. It's a play on breadcrumbs. And I'm thinking about dropping the media off at the end.
Just be Brandcrumbs?
Yeah, because I feel like we're much different now. We're more of a client acquisition company than we are a content company.
Okay.
Like, everything we make is meant to bring someone new, turn them into a lead, and bring the lead and become a customer.
Okay. So what did it start as?
A podcast company.
Okay.
So I was podcasting because I love podcasts, and I'm like, this isn't that hard. I have a microphone, I have headphones, I know how to edit music, songs. So
You used to produce music?
I was in the music business for a while. I can't say that because I didn't get paid. But I knew how to mix songs, record songs. So I knew how to record. I have a microphone. I have all the equipment. Let me just try it. And I got with a friend and we podcasted. Our goal was to do 52 episodes in a row, weekly. And we did it, but I learned how hard it was. Like, it's really hard to produce a podcast. People think it's easy because you just talk and yap and all that. No, you got to film it, you got to edit it, you got to plan it, you got to post it, market it. It's a lot. So I was like, I'm really good at this.
At what?
At podcasting.
Oh.
The technical side, right? I'm really good at it. So we started selling it to other people. And I got an opportunity to this co-working space downtown. They had just built a podcast studio, but it was just a room with 2 microphones and a table. And they're like, hey, you know how to do this. We need someone to run it. Are you interested? We'll split the money with you. Sure. So we did that, and we just started getting busier and busier and busier. Before it was just me. Then we got another office, so I didn't have to work inside the podcast studio. And then I made my first hire, second hire, third hire, fourth hire, fifth hire. We had 5 offices, and it was just podcasting. The occasional like social media video or website video or brand video thing, but mostly podcasting.
How long did you do that?
We're still doing it.
Oh, you said it's not podcasting anymore.
No. So like, I'm gonna drop the media side.
Okay.
Because I think we're more than media.
Okay.
But we do 2 things really good.
Okay.
We do podcasting really well, and we do video advertising really well.
Okay.
So we have 2 teams. The podcast team does this, where they work with clients to make sure they schedule their recordings, they record, we edit it, we come up with all the notes, the artwork, the titles, and schedule it and post it.
Oh, you guys do the whole podcast management, production.
Yeah, everything.
Oh, okay.
The only thing we don't do is that we don't go get guests for them.
Okay, they have to bring their own guests.
They have to bring their own guests. I'm not going to deal with coordinating their guests. They have to come.
That's a hassle.
Yeah, but you should know who your guest is.
Yes.
And you shouldn't bring on a guest just because they have 1 million followers. So
yes.
we don't do that. They have to. All they have to do is show up, sit down, talk, and leave.
Okay.
And we take care of everything else. That's one team. The other team does video advertising. So we work with home service businesses, business owners, even thought leaders and experts, coaches, people who speak on stages or write books, and we create funnels for them with video. Sometimes it's a podcast. Sometimes it's just normal video ads. And we help bring them customers through their content. Same thing with podcasts. We help bring customers through their podcasts.
How many podcasts are you guys producing right now?
11. And then there's 2 more that just started. Yeah, 2 more just onboarding now.
Okay. And so you're dropping media, so it's just going to be Brandcrumbs.
Yeah, I'm still thinking about it.
You're doing the music stuff. What year did you start?
The company was formed legally in 2019. I had opened a studio. I was in the music business, and I was managing an artist and doing all his marketing, and I got into show production. So we would do like show promoting. So we would bring artists to a bar club in downtown Orlando. And I saw an opportunity because I know that no matter if you're a small artist or a big artist or a small business or a big business, if you can just get attention, and then you can turn that attention into business, right? And we got really good at making flyers, music videos, promo videos, like the big boys, right? So everybody thought that our club and our shows were bigger than what they are. So then they brought more artists that wanted to be part of it, bigger and smaller ones. And I saw an opportunity of like, how can we take more advantage of these people being in the building? So we opened the studio upstairs, because it's the club had like some offices upstairs. So we built a little studio up there, and we were kind of like podcasting up there, because I would bring an artist from they would do sound check, I'd bring them upstairs, and then they would do some content. I would do some questions with them, some games, whatever, like YouTube-y social media content, right? And I based it off of like Complex, Spotify, whatever they were doing, just on our way. And so I had all the equipment, and I was podcasting on the side at that time. And then COVID happened, and we lost like 80 grand, 60 grand in shows, and the entire year of shows, so we didn't know what was going to happen. And then 2 months later, someone asked me to come film a podcast in the co-working space on the same street, and that's how it started. I moved over, which is funny because it's on Pine Street. I just moved over from one side of Pine Street to the other side of Pine Street. And in 2019, before I started podcasting downtown, we called the business Pine Street Media. And it's still called Pine Street Media legally because we're still on Pine Street.
Okay. Do you have your own podcast?
No.
No.
No. I'm not good at making content for myself.
Why not? I feel like everybody, like every business owner says that. Like they can think of ideas
my
of like...
clients are taken care of. My clients are taken care of. They have... We spend all our time and effort and resources...
On the clients.
On their on clients and their content and their podcasts and their ads.
So how do you get clients?
Running ads. Run ads,
where?
referrals, word of mouth.
Ads where?
So we run ads on Instagram and Facebook, YouTube.
Okay. And then referrals, obviously.
Yeah, a lot of referrals. A lot of our clients are referrals.
That's good.
The ones that stay the longest are referrals. That were referrals.
That's good.
The ones that stay a little bit, we kind of like catch and release because they're
catch and release.
Because
sounds like Pokemon.
We have a lot of start and stop programs.
Oh, okay.
So they don't have to commit to us.
Okay.
They're kind of like a personal trainer. Like I want to get you to a certain point, train you up so you can go and do it on your own.
Do you help people start their podcasts?
Yeah, that's actually one of the main things we do.
Help people start their podcasts. Okay. How long is that process?
To start a podcast with us, it could be as fast as 3 weeks or 6 weeks. It really, only thing that it depends on is how ready they are.
Yeah.
And how much time they have to dedicate to it.
Yeah.
If they can't show up weekly to our sessions, or they can't show up to a trailer recording or a photo shoot, then it's going to take 6 weeks, 8 weeks. I had one guy that took a year.
So you guys do photo shoots? Wow. Okay, that's cool. And then he took a year because he just didn't have the time. He wasn't making it a priority.
He wasn't making it a priority. He recorded 4 episodes. Oh, we also don't record an episode and release it. Like if we start a new podcast, we go through an entire phase 1 program we call Launch X.
Okay.
And it gets you from idea to launching your podcast.
Okay.
But we don't record any episodes in that.
Yeah.
We take all that to start recording their episodes, and I don't release their episode or launch their episodes until they get to episode 6.
Good.
Because I don't want it to be where we record 1 and then record 2 and then they get sick or they get busy and then now they're inconsistent and then they churn. I don't need the deal with churning.
Yeah, that makes sense. And so starting the podcast, all the production and everything, and how can, you said people see your ads and stuff and referrals. How can they get connected with you guys?
They can go to our website, brandcrumbsmedia.com. They can find me on Instagram at Vic Happens, like shit happens, or find us on Instagram at brand.crumbs.
Okay. And the last question to wrap up this amazing conversation, what does the American dream mean to you?
What does the American dream mean to me now in 2026? I've thought about it and it's changed. As a kid, I thought the American dream was about making your way and working hard and work. As long as you work hard, you'll make it as an American. You'll be successful. Now being a dad and having my own business and being mid 30s.
You already said earlier you were 35.
Yeah, I'm 35. Being 35, it's about being smart and getting opportunities so you can work less.
But you're a workaholic.
Trying to get there.
Oh.
I'm working on it.
How long?
I learned that late in life.
So how long do you think it'll take?
Hopefully before I'm 45.
So 10 years.
Mm-hmm. I'm not going to retire, but I don't want to be able to not show up to work so I can be with my kids.
You had mentioned before that you wanted to start a podcast similar to this one.
Yeah, so I did. I love podcasts. I love podcasting. I just don't have time to do it myself. I don't make the time to do it myself. But I had this idea. I wanted to do a podcast about immigrants, but I wanted to capture and record and kind of like archive those stories. Like I sat down and I interviewed my dad once and I asked him, like, can you just tell me the story of how you came from Guatemala to New York? And I learned a ton. I had no idea that he got arrested, he got deported, he came back. He got deported in Mexico.
Because they thought he was Mexican?
No, he got arrested in Mexico because he was crossing the border. He crossed from Guatemala to Mexico. Mexico, he was crossing the Rio Grande.
Okay.
And the first time he did it, he got caught and arrested and deported back to Guatemala. Then he did it again, and he made it through to San Diego. From San Diego, he took a train to New York. But I learned so much about my dad, and it taught me a lot. Like it made me appreciate where I came from. So, and then it actually helped me work harder and like reflect every day, like, I'm doing this because he did that.
He risked his life twice.
And he didn't do it for me. So I think about that. He didn't do it for me. He did it for himself. But he knew for the future that he wanted to have a better life for whatever life that was going to be, right?
Yeah.
So I love that story. I had no idea. A cousin of mine wrote an essay, biography of my grandpa and his journey, which was even worse, was even harder. I didn't know that. And I'm like, I don't think you can know where you're going or get to where you're going if you don't know where you've been or your family has been. So I had an idea about doing a podcast or some type of show, some type of recording situation where I can go and talk to grandmas, grandpas, uncles, great grandpas, not just mine, but like people around the world, and like help capture that story, because in a few decades, those are going to be gone.
Yes.
If we didn't record grandpa
or write them or anything, those stories die.
They're gone, and they're just become whoever decides to write it, and they put their spin on it. My grandpa passed away, and I found out about that story after he passed away.
Yeah.
So I recorded it for my dad, for my kids, and I'm like, I would love to be able to go into an organization or start that project where we just start, interviewing grandmas and grandpas, even uncles, aunts, even kids now that are coming from different countries, and capture that story, because that's tough. That was such a tough journey.
Yeah, I've mentioned before on the podcast, those who still have their grandparents, just ask them questions.
Yeah,
get their story.
I never did.
Yeah, I've been trying to convince my grandma to share her story, but she said she went through so much, and she just went through so much, and I know it's traumatic, and to like bring up all that trauma, which I understand, but I'm like, but that's your truth.
And us Hispanics, we're not good with trauma.
No.
We don't want to bring it up. We don't want to talk about it. We want to bring it up.
No.
But we need to talk about it so we can get through it.
Sweep it under the rug and,
My dad started crying in his.
Yes.
Yeah, we did it upstairs. We did it in our studio.
I've had so many guests cry on the show. And I'm like, you got to give them their space, process it, and then, but it's a lot. It's traumatic, which is normally why I send questions to them beforehand. But I do also stick within the same topic, sort of like the same theme within regards to their immigration story, because there's trauma attached to it. So, for example, like I'll ask, depending if they came as adults or kids, if they came as adults, I'll ask them, like, what brought you to the U.S.? But I've had guests that say, like, I don't want to talk about that.
It's tough. But it's so important to capture that.
Yeah.
I feel like we are like a generation behind, and we're slipping into maybe a second generation behind, holistically.
Yeah.
Because like there's so many stories and documented things of like the Irish.
Yeah.
The German, French, like people from Europe coming to
America. And in those different waves too.
Yeah.
Like, because they all didn't come together at the same time.
But there's not much of ours, because our grandparents came and they started working.
Yeah.
Like, I think I'm a generation behind from my wife. My wife's parents were born here. They're well off. They're chilling. They're doing really good for themselves, right? And they're doing really good for the rest of their family, and us, and me included. But their parents came here.
Yeah.
My parents came here. So I feel like I would be where her parents are if I had come at the same time. Mm-hmm. And they're just ahead. They're not better than us. They're not smarter than us. They just had more time ahead of us.
Yeah, for sure. I eventually would like to travel to my guests, because I rather do more in person than virtual. Mm-hmm. So I want to get to the point where I can go to my guests and like interview them in person. And I would also like to include a food portion to the show. Like, let's say Guatemala. Like, what is like the typical dish? And then like if the guest is comfortable, they could either cook it, or we can figure out how to put the food into it, talk about the ingredients, the history, and all that, because I'm a foodie.
I like to do like a show me your neighborhood type thing.
I thought about that last night when I was interviewing the lady from the Philippines, because she was talking about her trip back. So she was actually the first guest that has come back to the show, because normally it's just one episode. But when we recorded her first episode, which was when the podcast started in 2022, she had a big trip to the Philippines coming up. And it had been the first time that she was going to be back in 17 years. And so at the end of the episode, I was like, oh, you should come back and we can talk about your trip. 4 years later, last night was when she came back on the show. Cool. So as she was telling me about her trip to the Philippines and like trying to like describe the things that she saw, and I was like, that would be cool if we could go and like record from there and things like that. So it's a good idea.
That'd be really cool just to see them like capture that on camera, like that. Not just the nostalgia, but the reflection.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure there's a bunch of immigrants that are my parents' age that came here when they were young and they never went back.
Yeah, I've asked my guests if they have the opportunity to go back, because not a lot of them can, but I like asking about that. Like, how was that experience to go back to your home country after 10 years, 15 years, 20 years that you weren't able to? Because it's expensive, you start working and you get stuck in that. But yeah, that's another question that I like.
Can you imagine, like, I'm 35. My dad was in his early 20s when he did it, when he came over. Can you imagine in your 20s being us, like getting up and leaving Florida, leaving the United States to go to another country?
Well, actually, I've been trying to convince my husband for us to leave the United States. So
I have a few friends that did it.
I was researching the Spain visa.
Yeah, that's cool.
So when I was 32, that was when my husband's mom, that's when they came. She was 32. So I was like, wow, like, I cannot imagine at that time, like getting up and like leaving to a whole different country.
Leaving parents, leaving friends, leaving your reality. Like, I don't think the United States, Americans as a people, value that enough, or put enough weight to it. That's huge.
Yes, and that's why I started the podcast, because it wasn't talked about. Usually when people talk about immigration, they usually are talking about politics. And I'm like, where's the story? Like, why are these people coming? Like, what is going on? Because it's not like, I've said it multiple times, like, people don't just wake up one day and it's like, oh, I'm going to leave my culture, my language, my food, my family to go find other better opportunity in another country. Like, that's not an easy decision to make.
Another country that you don't speak the language?
Yeah.
Like, I had a hard time in Germany and Paris.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I can't imagine that.
And like people also have like left their family behind. Like there's so many stories of like the men, like the dads, like leaving, and like the family stays behind, and they bring. I think you mentioned it, like your grandparents, yeah, and like they left and to provide and be able to bring money back.
Send money back, yeah. They would
until the time passes that they could bring the whole family. But those are years lost. Those are sacrifices and like time and stuff that are lost, that like your family's apart.
That's crazy. I don't know. I don't think we put enough weight to it, and I think we, as an American people, I guess depending on what side of America you are, like you may not put weight to it, you may put weight to it, but
yeah,
I don't know. I feel like we need to honor it. You're the child of immigrants.
Yes, my parents. Mm-hmm.
How do you think that shaped how you're doing business and how your parents? Because it shaped me a lot.
Oh, it's crazy, because when I hear about my dad's upbringing, my dad, they were rich. They were upper class in DR. So like my grandfather was, a civil engineer. So he was like helping build the roads and the government buildings out there in the capital. So they were well off. And so like when I would hear like their stories, like my aunt, so my dad's little sister, like she was like, yeah, we used to like go to the club all the time, and like she was in ballet, like like just upper class stuff. My grandma didn't work, and my dad before he came, he was just like pretty much like running the streets. He was just like didn't have a care in the world because his dad was taking care of everything. So pretty much I got to the point where like my grandparents were like, okay, you need to settle down. Like you need to do something with your life. Are you gonna go to college? Are you gonna go get a job? Like, what are you gonna do? And so, and then eventually, like he ended up getting my mom pregnant, and then they got married and all that fun stuff. But I think being the eldest daughter is what really shapes a lot of it. Not that like child of immigrants, or yeah, maybe it does, because I feel like I have to do like everything. Like I have to do so much, and like it's hard for me to rest. It's hard for me to yeah, it just feels like I have to just like be go, go, go. And I remember like there was a point in my life where my dad had like 3 jobs. The same thing. Like I barely saw him at one point. He would like get home from work. Like he'd work like 3rd shift. So he would get home, make me breakfast, and then take me to school. And then he would be sleeping the whole day. And then I would walk home from school. And then he had to go back to work. And then he had like another job and things like that. And so I remember I started working at 14. And then I actually ended up getting another job. Like, so I had, at one point in high school, I had 2 jobs. And I remember my grandma making a comment. She was like, oh, salió trabajadora igual que el pai. Like, she's very hardworking like her father. Because papi, again, always had, like, multiple jobs. So I feel like that definitely shaped a lot of my upbringing. But then there's also, like, a lot of things that I don't want to do, like, that they did and that we had talked about a little bit earlier. So
is there something that your parents do that you avoid doing for your kids, or avoid doing in front of your kids, or you avoid doing for your kids?
Is there something that they did that I avoid doing? I've been trying not to yell at my kids as much, to be completely honest. I got yelled at a lot. Well, like I said earlier, Papi didn't hit me, but he was verbally abusive. So he yelled a lot. And just try to talk to them more positively. So I feel like our family as a whole, I feel like sometimes there's very negative. Like the first instinct for them is like always negative. Like, why are you doing this? Type of thing. I don't know why that's their first reaction, but like sometimes I'm like, I can't share this good news with them because I'm going to get a negative reaction back.
My parents?
And just my family in general, I feel like, yeah. So definitely a lot of positive reinforcement to my kids, and sometimes maybe too positive because now my daughter's like, you can't.
God, it's such a
you can't.
It's such a balance, man.
Yes.
God. I don't call my girls pretty.
You don't call them pretty?
I don't.
Please
do. Hold on. I don't. Let me take that back.
Okay.
When they dress up.
Okay.
Like we did a daddy-daughter dance at my daughter's school last week.
Yeah.
They had the dresses, the earrings, a little bit of makeup.
Yeah.
She's 5 and 3, putting on makeup. So when they do that, I say, "Oh, you look so fancy."
Okay.
I don't say you look so pretty or beautiful because I don't want them to correlate putting makeup with being beautiful. But I was going to say,
as a dad, that is so important for daughters.
I say when they're the most bummy possible. In their pajamas, I'm like,
oh, you're so beautiful.
I love you. You're so pretty. Like, I love your cute face.
Okay.
But when they dress up in like heels, my daughter loves to wear little heels and wear little dresses and have her hair up and done. I try not to correlate because I don't want her to find that she needs to do all that to get value. And that's the thing. And also yelling, because I find myself yelling and want to stand up for my wife. Because they need to know, they need to respect. Yes. So then they know that a man should respect them at the same time.
Yes, good.
And like if I protect my wife, they know that a man should be protecting of them. So I do that.
Yeah, you set the standard for what they will accept in their partner.
Yeah. And I'm like, I'm not perfect, but I try to go out of my way for that. And then I try to reinforce effort.
Yeah.
Like she'll bring me a coloring book page that she'll color, and she's like, "Daddy, look at this. Do you like it?" And I'm like, "I really like how you started it. I need you to finish it." They're like, "What do you don't like it?" I was like, "No, I really like where it's going, but you need to finish it."
Okay.
And like if this part is white and you're leaving it blank, that's fine, but what about the rest? Go finish it, because I need them to I want them to get satisfaction from finishing and get like, oh, people, they put that together. I want them to be proud of themselves, and I want them to finish things, not just, oh, look what I started and didn't finish. So I try to go out of my way for that. I try not to put value on, but also at the same time, not try to put value on work, because like that's me. I have that trauma. I feel the best about myself. And I feel most accomplished when I accomplish something. And when someone sees that, I notice that about me.
But you are, just by being you, that's enough.
But then correct. So I try to instill that on them at the same time. Like, I want you to finish this and do it. But then I'm gonna say, I'm not happy at this. I'm more happy that you saw it through and you put the effort in versus being happy of this finished product.
Okay.
My happiness is with you and your attempt and your effort of finishing it, not happy
That's
at
so
this thing.
good.
It's so hard.
But so really much we're the cycle breakers.
Yeah, and like it falls.
And it's hard.
It falls on us. I see these things online about they're funny. Like I can't believe that nobody in my bloodline decided to lock in.
Yes.
So then it's up to me to lock in for my family. My entire bloodline decided not to lock in, so it's up to me to do it. And we have to lock in and break these cycles, but also take care of the next generation.
Well, also I feel like your dad locked in.
My dad locked in his own way, and I think we have limits.
Yeah.
Like my grandpa locked in to the point where now, hey, my dad can lock in and do better than him.
And then now you're here.
My dad locked in so that I can do better, and now I have to lock in so then my kids can do better. But I need to lock it in a completely different way because I don't want them to end up like me and work every day, all day, and miss things. I don't want them to do that.
Okay. Well, that's a little bit different for me because Papi did spoil me. Up to a certain point, like anything that I wanted, he would get or try to figure out how to get it for me. So in a sense, I do have selfish tendencies, which I'm still working through. Because he did end up, like I remember what my grandma had made a comment one time. She was like, you treat Heidi like if she was made of glass. Like if anyone does anything to her, she's gonna like break. Like she's fine. Or like anything that I wanted, he would like try to go and get it for me. So in that sense, I was a little bit spoiled, but then once he had the back injury that he couldn't work anymore, and then it was just like my stepmom working, then it was like, okay, I can't get you everything you want. And then that's when I started working and just buying myself a bunch of shoes. That's all I remember. Well, thank you so much, Vic, for your time and for the space.
I appreciate it. This is cool. I'm a big supporter of yours.
This was fun.